Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a Screenwriter's Rant on missing, uh, about a person who's missing and the daughter's quest to find her mom. I'm wearing these because I was at the eye doctor's. I got my eyes dilated. Everything's so bright. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys, books 1 through 10, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. It's free, Joan. Anyhow, she's tired. We went walkies. So this girl is a typical teenager, and her mom and her, I guess, I don't know if they're married, but the guy she's seeing go on a trip to Colombia. And she's supposed to pick him up from the airport and keep her location tracker on while they're away. Well, of course, she throws a big party, has a great time while her parents are gone. But then she shows up to the airport and her mom's not there. Doesn't come home. So she starts texting and texting and texting. No mom. No response. From the people who did Searching, which is, I think, a similar movie, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, so she reports the mom missing, and she's calling the cops, and this guy in the embassy in Colombia doesn't really help her. Something's up, though. As she digs in deeper, here she gets depressed and looks at home movies. As she digs in deeper, she realizes that the man her mother's dating is into some stuff, into some shenanigans, has a fake name. Here, she tracks them to a hardware store where the man bought this lock and nothing else. So this is the guy, and she's basically doing this all from home. And she hacked his email, and then, she's getting advice, no, don't do that. She unblocks a bunch of people and finds a bunch of other people he scammed, possibly killed. And then this footage emerges of her mother being kidnapped. And then the embassy guy asks her, was she using an alias too? So maybe they were both into some stuff. Did she really know what her mom was doing all this time? And then the trailer ends with someone coming to her house unexpectedly, which I think is a red herring. I think that's a red herring for the trailer, but looks good. Looks good. One of the reasons I think it looks good is, it uses a lot of modern social media and whatnot. So, you can see how she could actually use the computer. Although it's a little computer heavy, I'll tell you that. But she's constantly FaceTiming people to help her in Colombia. She can't get there on her own. So, she's going to be teenage detective to find her mom. And this has happened on the internet, right? I mean, you have all this information available at your fingertips. You can access just about anybody around the world. It's not impossible. Not impossible. So it's not a bad premise. Not a bad premise. It must be less interesting to shoot, though. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how you do all the computer stuff on screen. You probably need a guy just for that in a movie like this, because it's going to be very, very, very heavily, a lot of computer stuff. And you're going to have to shoot the candid videos and then upload them and then show them, right? So it's kind of like all the footage that is on screen in this movie. It's like you had to shoot a scene twice, right? You had to shoot it, and then you had to shoot her character reacting to it. So you could see how that could be... it could be like almost shooting a movie and a half, right? Because you're shooting so much other footage. You know, she's going to interact with a guy live on the screen. Now, if you could shoot that live, maybe. But with good actors, you don't really need to shoot it live, right? But still, you still got to go shoot, you know. In Colombia, I assume a lot of these scenes actually do take place in Colombia or somewhere sunny that's Colombia-like, at least. So, yeah, this looks interesting. I would, I like how I mean, it looks like legit websites, doesn't it? But see, they had to make these websites for the movie. They can't just go on a regular website and just put it up there, you know? But these days, it's not that hard. 20 years ago, it was a lot more of a pain, and you know, it wasn't so much that I mean, you could find stuff on the internet, but it's not like today where everything's just on the internet, every little thing. So yeah, I could see this movie. So the first act, you know, her mom goes away, she holds a big party. That's probably not the focus of the first act. Just introducing her mom and her, I don't know, stepdad, I guess you'd call him. And she has a great time. And then the end of the first act is she waits at the airport and her mom doesn't come home. And neither does the guy, I assume. Otherwise, she'd be like, where's mom? So, next act, she's looking for her mom. Texting, searching, reporting her missing, calling a hotel, all the logical things you could do. And that's what I like about the trailer. They're showing you all the normal things a person would do. This is the big problem with MCU movies. The people who write them these days, they don't do the normal things that people do. Like, they're drawing a straight line to the most logical things. And you have to. You have to do that. You have to play characters to the height of their intelligence. And here, that appears to be the case. So she eventually calls the embassy. She's checking out the hotel. Eventually, she hits a wall, probably somewhere in the middle act. Starts watching all movies with her mom. Feels bad the way she treated her. Feels bad she threw parties. But eventually, she gets a break. Starts unraveling things. Contacts a guy in Colombia to help her. Starts to uncover stuff about Kevin. Starts to uncover stuff. She gets a security camera. She's worried because he's into some stuff. I don't know who this woman is. I'm going to guess she's probably a family friend or counselor that she trusts. And then she eventually hacks Kevin's email because she's a bit of a computer nerd. Realizes, yes, he's into some shenanigans. Then this footage drops of the kidnapping. And then the height of it is, you know, missing woman's identity sealed in court documents. So she might be into some stuff too. And then the climax of the movie is when she starts getting some calls, and then they come after her. And then there's some security footage at the end. Coming soon, only in theaters. Yeah, I'd see this. PG-13. Probably no reason for it to be R-rated. I don't think there'll be a sex scene in this. I mean, you could throw in F-bombs, I suppose. Yeah, I would say it. I mean, would I go to theaters? Probably not. Unless I heard. I mean, it does look good, though. I'm tempted. I shouldn't totally discount it. If I was looking for a movie and my date and I were looking at things and she suggested this, I'd probably go, oh, okay. Assuming there wasn't anything super, you know, that I really wanted to see. And there's really nothing out there that I can think of. I kind of want to see Black Adam, but that's about it. I definitely don't want to see Black Panther sequel. Ooh, that looks like hot garbage, but this does not. This looks like logical stuff. Characters playing at the height of their intelligence. That's what we need. The ending? I don't know. I think it's going to end positively. I think she saves her mom. I think. I don't know. The trailer ends a little dark. Yeah, so maybe not. I mean, I don't think she dies. That would be too dark. But she might be in some trouble. Or maybe Kevin sets her up to be in trouble, and that's what you're seeing in the trailer. Kevin, I think, gets what's coming to him, though. I definitely think that. And I think at the end they're reunited. There's a big hugging, and then there's a last joke about, hey, is the house clean? Or, you didn't have a party, did you? I was tracking you. Oh, Mom. So, yeah, this looks decently done here. It's called Missing. 2023. Storm Reed, Nia Long, Ken Luong. Ken Luong. Do I know him? He looks familiar. Not sure. Not sure if I've seen him in something before. But the other two, Storm Reed sounds familiar, but the other two, I don't think I really know. But it looks solid. Solid entry. I think you could do a lot worse. And hopefully, the payoff's nice. So, nice job. Nice job, movie producers. We got any more info? Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can read this with these stupid fake glasses on my face. When her mother, Nia Long, disappears on vacation in Colombia with her new boyfriend. Okay, so he's just a boyfriend. June's, Storm Reed, search for answers is hindered by international red tape. Stuck thousands of miles away in Los Angeles, June creatively uses all the latest technology at her fingertips to try and find her before it's too late. But as she digs deeper, her digital sleuthing raises more questions than answers. And when June unravels secrets about her mom, she discovers she never really knew her at all. Oh, okay, so her mom's into something. Missing is written and directed by Will Merrick and Nick Johnson, from a story by Svev Ohanian and Anisha Chaganti. In addition, Storm Reed and Nia Long. Missing also stars Joaquim Diamida, Ken Luong, Amy Landecker, and Daniel Henney. The film is rated PG-13, opens January 20th, 2023 in the U.S., January 26th in Australia for some reason. That's good. See, this is how you do it. People who put up trailers, all that information should be on there. Even if it's all cast members I've seen before, you should list people. This is good. These are, and they're searchable names too. And, these aren't the most famous actors and actresses in the world, but still, their names should be out there. So good. Yeah, solid. Missing is the name of the movie. January is when it comes out. I think you could do a hell of a lot worse in a January movie season. I mean, come on. January? Ain't nothing out. This will probably be pretty damn watchable. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan, who went somewhere. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes, and we'll see you in the next one.